Hello, it has been a while. Where do I begin? Actually, when was the last time I uploaded a video? Would be a good place to start. What? 6 months? It makes sense though, because one of the main things I was gonna update in this video was obviously like what the heck's been going on for the last couple of months. And the main thing was that I've been living in the Midwest, away from home in San Diego for about 7 weeks. So that's like almost 2 months. So yeah, I feel like it makes sense. My last video was like a 6-month update. Now here I am giving you a 9-month update. With that, let's jump into it. The biggest difference I think from like the 6-month update to where I'm at now is really that like I wake up in the morning and I don't notice my Achilles anymore. Like it's just, I don't notice it. From what I remember around the 6-month mark, I would still kind of wake up and feel like my leg was kind of stiff or was kind of in pain. And I feel like around that 7 to 8 month mark is where things totally started going away. And I would kind of just wake up and walk into the bathroom and go about my morning and get ready for the day. So that's pretty cool. I think that means that there's like a lot of great progress happening. My calf and my foot is getting a lot stronger and I'm able to just like live my normal life again. I had been living in the Midwest. Actually, my husband and I went back there for 7 weeks because we had 4 weddings, 4 fall weddings, and 3 out of the 4 of them were all based in the Midwest. 2 were in the Chicago area and 1 was in Milwaukee. In order for us to even be able to make all those weddings, we had to be able to like live there essentially. And we're really lucky, we both work remote, so that was no problem. At all of those weddings I attended back home, I wore heels. I was able to like dance and walk around and do all the things that I normally could have done like pre-surgery and pre-injury. So that was all good and great. But I also wanted to talk about, I took this Europe trip. My husband, my mom and I all went out. It was really fun. We went to Europe because one of the weddings was in the UK. So we did a little like week-long trip in Spain. It was absolutely beautiful. Yeah, I've never been there before, so I just like love visiting new places. And one thing I did want to bring up was during the trip, we did a lot of walking. We enjoy walking. We want to like get a lot of good exercising, get our steps in. And we also did 1 hike during the trip. And I would say it was a very, very easy hike. The main difference between this hike and the one that I did in Costa Rica for my honeymoon was that there was more elevation. During the hike, everything was good and great and all that. The next day and a couple days after that, I did feel like my calves were really tight. And Mike, my husband, also felt like his legs were like super sore the next day too. My mom didn't for some reason, but both of us did. That was mostly it for the couple days after. And then we were visiting another new city in Spain and walking around like we normally did. And I felt like my calves were really stiff, especially the one that was on my injured leg. I almost felt like I was getting shin splints. I don't even know how to describe it, but like your shins and the front of your leg, opposite side of your calf feel really tight and like they need to be stretched out constantly, and it's not a nice feeling. We ended up pausing throughout our like part of our long walk and I was able to like kind of stretch it out a little bit. My mom gave me some massage on my calf, which was really nice, and we kind of like were able to keep going about our walk. And I feel like either the next day or the day after that, it kind of went away. So not a huge deal. I bring it up because it is something that happened, and like maybe if you walk around a lot like I do or like whatever, that you might run into the same issue. It really just lasted for that few days. The tightness and like soreness and the shin splints were really just that one day, and that was kind of it. So I feel super lucky with that. But that was something to call out. Yeah, I also figured I'd show you what my scar looks like now. That could be interesting. If you don't want to see it, skip ahead to the different section of this video. It doesn't look that bad. I think it's possible it could even go down and become a little bit more subtle, like, you know, another 6 months to a year down the line. I'm not sure. I'm only basing that off of one of my friends who I know who tore her Achilles. She was saying how like my scar looked really similar to hers, and hers now looks like really subtle and like you can like barely see it. So I'm like hopeful mine will get to that point, but also like it's not a huge deal, and it's in such like a, you know, inconspicuous place on the body, so like I really don't care that much. But I can see like, you know, especially compared to early on, if you've watched all of my videos from the very beginning, you know, it has healed a ton. You'll also know if you watch my videos that I had 3 incisions. One was back part of my leg, the longer one, and then I had 2 incisions in my heels. And the one on my left side has been doing a lot better than the one on the right. For some reason, the one on the right side of my heel was giving me some like sharp pain from time to time. Like sometimes I can trigger it, My doctor said that there's something like dissolvable in there, and about at the like 12-month to I think like 12 to 18 months, it kind of like eventually dissolves completely and goes away, and you don't really feel any pain there. It's something I brought up to my doctor, and we talked about it, and I'm not concerned or worried about it, but you can see that there's like kind of a little bit of a scar there. The one on my right side too, I also got like a blister on it, and so like that probably like made it worse, all that kind of stuff. So basically, generally speaking, I feel like things are looking good and it's healing pretty well. The other big question I feel like everyone has been asking me, have you started playing basketball yet? And again, if you watched my story from the very beginning, you'll know that was like one of my very number one most important goals. Like I want to get back to the point where I can go out and play basketball, pick up back playing in leagues. I'm very active, so I wanted to get back to that. So the update there is, I think around the 8-month mark, I probably could have gone out and like shot around and played basketball. I've been going for a lot of runs lately, and I started to realize like I feel like I have that agility back. Like I can really like kind of hop around. And so I probably could have dabbled a little bit in playing basketball around the 8-month mark. Am I ready and feeling comfortable to play in league games right now? No, like I haven't played basketball. And the reason that I haven't is I'm pregnant now. So my husband and I are expecting a baby boy next year in the spring. And so we're really excited. I'm already in my 2nd trimester now. So I can't play basketball for that reason. I probably could go and shoot around and all that, but we've been traveling and doing all the things, and I just like, I haven't given it a go yet. But it's been a lot now with this big change in our life. So to be honest, at the very beginning of me tearing my Achilles, I knew this was a possibility. And I think that's actually why it made me, I know why it made me even more sad about it happening at like the point in my life when it happened, because I felt like this was going to be my last year before like this big change in my life, because I knew we were going to be starting to try to have kids. I'm so beyond excited for that. But I was very sad early on because I knew that the timing of it, if it all worked out as we wanted it to, like I wouldn't be able to play basketball again for quite a while. But I think like all of you, it is just upsetting at the very beginning. No matter what your circumstances, it just really super sucks. And I had to go through that like grief process, I guess, a couple months probably, fully like embrace this sort of like new vision for the future that I was about to like embark on. But more than anything now, I'm just so excited and happy to like start this next phase with my family. And I know that now I'll just have even more time for my Achilles to recover before I get back out there and you know, play again, because again, that is my goal. So that's like the really big news. I'm seeing my doctor again, in 3 months. So the appointments are really spread out now. Like I was going every week at the very beginning, and now I'm going like, you know, months down the line. So I'm actually going to be seeing my doctor right around like a year mark from when the injury happened. And that's that. Now that I am back home in San Diego, I'm going to see my physical therapist again, just for like a couple more sessions. I'm going once a week right now, all the way up until Thanksgiving. So just about a month longer, doing some sessions just to get myself back into that rhythm of like getting into that, like a good routine of physical therapy. I'm also starting pregnancy workouts that are like very chill compared to normal strengthening workouts. There's a lot of squatting and like strengthening in the legs and that kind of stuff. So I feel like it's gonna be like, you know, if I follow along those workouts, it's gonna be really good. And like helpful for my recovery still with my injury. And then other than that, I'm running a lot. So I'm running like 2 to 3 times a week. Because I'm pregnant, I'm only running for about 20 minutes, and it's pretty like low key because I'm pregnant. So that is what it is. So that's it. That's my 9-month update. I'll probably do a couple more updates here before I totally wrap up this series. I'll certainly do one around the like year mark, but I might do one in between if I can get myself out there and just like shoot around. I can show you what that looks like. So that's gonna be it for today's video. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you are new here and this is your first video, I do have a whole series of videos all about my Achilles rupture journey from the very beginning when it happened all the way up to where I'm at now. I also usually on this channel make videos about product design, careers in tech, what it's like living and working in San Diego, where I live, with my husband and our dog, and now, you know, we're starting a family, so it's gonna be filled with all of those sorts of things. Leave me a comment if you have any questions or concerns or things you want to chat through about your injury. That's it for now. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.